Showtime, Shawn Porter, the two-time welterweight champion of the world, born in Ohio, but fighting out of Las Vegas, USA. The Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Big hooks upstairs. The straight right just misses. Throws the jab but does not score. Done with that counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at Porter right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That hook doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. Tried to score with that hook but missed. Punch. That uppercut does not score. Just missed with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You're starting to make mistakes. Aren't missing. Great work. Stay focused.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Both want the knockout. One punch could change everything in this battle. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges.
That's it. Just start sticking a few.
The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Uh-oh, Porter is on wobbly legs. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Big whiff with the right hook. That counter shot lands. The jab doesn't quite connect. He parries that left jab away. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally come. And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Destroyer now in a very dark place. Nigel Benn down. Can you believe it? Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Punch caught him clean. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? That impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Both men getting off the canvas in that incredible round.
Absolutely crazy.
Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart. Don't be looking. Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. We had not one, but two knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Straight right just misses. He scores with the counter. A lot of effort being exerted here. Shawn Porter just got rocked. Disaster averted.
They've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now,
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Porter backing up after that heavy shot. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Stamina is off the charts. Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Stamina is always an issue. And there's the bell to start round 6. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
He blocks that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Failing to score with that right hook. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Down goes Shawn Porter. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
That's lights out right there.
Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
Come on, you get him back into this, you're better than this.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out of here.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.